of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Here's McAllister to return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
A run now with McLaughlin. Not much happening there, just a short game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
A run here, it's McLaughlin. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. Tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from that.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Now the former Pitt Panther, Israel Abanikanda. He'll work this down inside the 35. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
It's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
All on the ground, McLaughlin. First down and more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Packers. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tackled at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Head. Cougar 19.
Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run here with Walker. The ball comes out. The Packers have it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. T'Vondre Sweat there on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball. They bring him down for a short gain.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Packers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Come on, 19, Charger, 19, 6 the Eagles, 6 the Eagles.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hold it ready.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
They'll run the draw with Walker. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Left side in the hands of London. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Maverick, 6 Viking, 18. Warrior 70. Check out.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? 19.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Dominique Hampton there to bring him down.
48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
65 catch. 6. Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Fuller. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Ernest Jones. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Packers on top. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football, and they are facing a 2nd and long.
Ready? Tight end on. Go! Hey, check that.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda.
Israel Abanikanda, ball carrier. Tariq Woolen on the tackle.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's complete to his running back, Israel Abanikanda. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will open up a 13-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, check that.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
Here we go, here we go.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Michael Dixon to
So
punt
it's
for
4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Now, faking the give, he'll take a shot for Watson. That is hot! And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Got it. Ready? Set. Ready, ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, and is caught by Horton. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Okay, ready? Set it. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
The run up the middle. It's Walker. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
And keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Go.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He finds Caden Reed for the grab. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up 1st and goal.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Abanaconda. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
A run here with Abanaconda. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will get into the end zone. Israel Abanaconda. Touchdown, Green Bay. Patterson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Count.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
9 yards to
3rd
go.
and 9.
Bronco 80.
Back to throw. Finding space at the 40. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
His kick is good. Makes the score Packers 27, Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. The clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That is caught. What a throw. Savion Williams. Touchdown, Packers. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Warriors, 70. Here we go. Strike. 70 Lions. 30.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Brings up a 3rd.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
On the ready. Two. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Check out.
Now Walker. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Nick Scorton there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready. 18. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
First and 10.
Ready. Ready.
They run with Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Well, over the middle, caught by London. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on that play. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now give to Walker, running right, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Dominique Hampton there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down.
Hey. Cowboy.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
3rd and 11.
Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
Come on, set. Cup 19, Cup 19. Go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They convert in style there. Big play on fourth and long.
That's another.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here we go, set.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player.
Get it. Kennedy Lions. Ready.
Here's a design run. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ready, ready. Set.
On third down, they go with Walker, and he will power his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. Rader now on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks are able to edge a bit closer.
Seahawks 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Christian Harris on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the Packers' 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Once again, it's Walker.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Get up.
He'll look to throw. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
On the jump. Ready. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. I got him, on me.
They'll throw out of the gun. That is hot! Drake London. Touchdown Seahawks.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Packers 34, Seahawks 28. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's McAllister to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A run now with McLaughlin. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. This is McLaughlin. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And if you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 43-yard line.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Tucker Kraft, touchdown, Green Bay. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it, and the Packers will extend this third-quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Mike.
To the right side here, pass is caught, and he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down, and they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Get it.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end.
That is intercepted. For the touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That'll be caught. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo, 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Jayden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Hardman now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
And he is not going to get away. He might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Ready.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
19 type. Let's go now. Viking 18. Let's go.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a first down.
Okay, ready? Go! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
Walker. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
Ball
second
a
and
little
goal.
closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Come on, go.
One more time with Walker. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Shy of the goal line.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Walker. And he's got another one. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Seahawks 34. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's McAllister to return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He'll work this out wide from McLaughlin. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A run here, it's McLaughlin. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down by Jamal Hill. It's a pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, McLaughlin.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and long. The man in motion is Watson. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Moving, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. To the left side, and is caught by Horton. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
That's taken in by Horton. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.